It's June and every corporate entity is ripping off the Skittles color scheme. It reminds me to be more inclusive and think of who is being left out. I will use my friend Blind Bob as an example. When Bob tries to play EQ, he often sticks out like a sore thumb. It's hard to befriend his fellow elf when people think he is uncoordinated. Let's help Bob. Theoretically, we could create our own legitimate Help the Blind Play EQ program from scratch for Bob. To be legitimate, no mouse or keyboard input can be automated and no game memory will be accessed. It will all be done through reading the logs and giving Bob audio cues. The first thing we need to do to help out Bob is travel. Bob can select a destination from a database of destinations with zone and XY locations. He simply says the zone and the point of interest. And the program knows where he wants to go. He can press auto run and spam a /lock hotkey to get his XY coordinates, which will be logged. Our legitimate Help the Blind computer program called BlindQuest will read the logs for Bob. BlindQuest could use the arctangent equation to figure out Bob's current bearing in radians. Specifically the atan2 function. Convert radians to degrees, and now BlindQuest knows Bob's bearing between 0 and 360 degrees. Using atan2 from Bob's current XY position, it could calculate the ideal bearing to get to his destination. BlindQuest would calculate if turning left or right is a shorter turn. Then send audio cues to Bob to turn left or right. Once Bob is close enough to his ideal bearing, he will continue on until his XY location is close enough to his destination, then the program will tell him stop. Bob does not only have places to be, he has things to do. Like camping mana stones. BlindQuest can include OpenCV, a great computer vision project to identify objects and text. We can identify the pop-up box when it comes on screen to check if he is AFK. We can use Google TTS to say hot or cold as his cursor gets closer to the OK button on screen. Hooray! A minigame. If he clicks OK but it doesn't go away, there must be a special code. Bob is blind. He cannot read the code. That's not very inclusive. We need a screenshot to capture the 4-digit code. We then invert the pixels to change the light text and dark background to dark text and light background. It might now look like this. We then crop the area with the 4-digit code. Now using Google Tesseract OCR we can more easily read the code. Google TTS reads Bob the code 7980. Whenever Bob's Maniston drops, BlindQuest triggers an alarm to let him know it's time to loot. Imagine a more inclusive North. Muffin quests, mail quests, bread quests, legacy item camps and more. Now accessible by our visually differently abled friends. Like and subscribe. If there is enough interest, I'll share a video how we could bring EverQuest to a school for the blind with 36 students that all share one computer and one internet connection.